Hey there, welcome to the seed starting room. I am in the midst of my big project for week 2. So I am doing this 7 weeks to seed starting series. Every week we're tackling a task that needs to get done before we're ready to seed start in 7 weeks. I'm going to be seed starting right about mid-January. So this way I'll just have everything done and ready to go. And I just wanted to get this series out there. Even if you're starting your seeds a little bit later than I am, just so you have this kind of setup, and it just is going to make it so it's like easy. We're not stressed out about seed starting. We've got everything we need and we're like ready to go. So what I'm doing is going through all these seeds. That's week 2. Week 2, we just need to go through and see what seeds we actually have. And I'm starting off with whether or not I actually would want to grow them again next year. I'm just gonna pop you on the floor right here so we can chat as I go through these. I couldn't figure out like a spot to do this, and then I thought, you know what, just laying it all out on the floor is probably the easiest thing to do. So my seeds organization is not great. I'll be honest. I have this big basket where I've kind of thrown a lot of seeds, which is, not the greatest way to store your seeds. You really do want to store seeds in a, dry environment. I thought this was at least nice because it's like breathable. So, I mean, water could get in, but certainly no like condensation or moisture is going to get stuck in there. And I have just all kinds of seeds. I have had so much fun over years buying seeds. I think that seed shopping is just one of those great shopping experiences because, a pack is usually a few dollars, so you can kind of like get all these things, and there's so many, you have these visions of what you want the garden to look like. And so, I don't know, it's just fun dreaming. So I've started some stacks over here. I've got these are some of my start ahead seeds. I pulled out some things these are some apricot foxglove. And I do want to grow a lot of foxglove next year because the foxglove is deer resistant, and I have so much issues with deer in our garden. So I was like, I saw the foxglove seeds, that's good. I want to do some hollyhocks as well because those are deer resistant. So I'm just kind of like pulling things out. Ground cherries I'm gonna grow. I think I might try to start some of these petunias inside and see what happens. I have some bush bean seeds, which I'm gonna put over in my I'm probably not growing those. More hollyhocks, we'll do that. Borage is a good one. That's like a direct sow. So I think I'm gonna do flower section, direct sow section, and then like vegetables over in my want to grow next year. And then I'm gonna make a pile over here that's like, I'm not growing this next year. Just throw it over there. Hales jumbo cantaloupe. I don't know if I'm gonna grow melons next year. I had such bad luck. This isn't empty. Also gonna have a pile of empty seed packs. I had such bad luck with cantaloupe. I've been having trouble with my vine crop, so I don't know about that. Parsnips, I do kind of want to try. Late spring. Ooh, that's fun. Some mizuna. I have all kinds of collard greens and kales and mizuna. I probably just do a pile of wintry greens. Some Velvet Queen sunflowers. Those would be good. I had made a pile here of perennial flowers. These are all direct sow. I like knowing that I have seeds so I can always come in and grab something and go plant. But I feel like my seed collection has gotten a little bit too crazy. Some rhubarb, Swiss chard, that's gonna go in my leafy greens. Swiss chard, leafy greens. I just have so many seeds that it's become unmanageable. I have 2 things of Velvet Queen. So clearly I've gotten to the point where I'm buying seeds and I'm repeating them and I'm not knowing what I'm doing. And I don't love that. I feel like that is, that's a sign that it's gotten a little out of hand. But, for this week, it's we're just gonna take the time to just go through all of these because you need to know what you have before you do any kind of seed starting anything. We just need to know what we have. And this feels slightly insurmountable to me. It might take me a few days to go through it all. But like, okay, so I have tons of lettuce and greens. I think we're gonna just do a big pile of greens, because also and I'm gonna have this pile of like late winter sowing and greens, because those are things that I'm, potentially doing sooner rather than later. Like that's what I'm actively direct sowing outside. So I don't need to think about that for my indoor seed starting whatsoever. Although it is something I need to keep in mind a little bit for, for my just general garden planning, which we're gonna get to here soon in this process. All this cold weather stuff. Let's get it all over here. Here is one, birdhouse gourds. I need to I also need a section that's a must grow. Maybe that's gonna go with the ground cherries and the foxglove. Let's do a must grow section. Birdhouse gourds, apparently the deer won't eat them in my garden. I think I actually ordered more of these. I get these from Botanical Interests. They grew super well for me. I do have a couple seed codes down here, and yeah, this is I'm definitely growing those. I ordered more of those because, hey, if the deer don't eat it, we'll take it. And there's gonna be a whole section of like with the foxglove and with the birdhouse gourds. And then I also herbs. Let's make a pile for herbs. Just kind of get a feel. I have a ton of carrot seeds, and see here, and some beets. This is good that I'm doing this because I literally don't know what I have in my collection. I think I ordered more marjoram because I think I thought I was out of it. And when we have empty seed packs, that's important too. Let's see what we've got. Okay. All right, more greens. More lettuce. I probably don't even need to order any more lettuce for a while. We definitely went through a kick where I was ordering a lot of lettuce greens. Oh, here's some peas. I have a section of peas because we're gonna do. I want to do a lot of peas coming up here. All right, the onion seeds we need to pull out too because onion seeds do not last terribly well in their germination. So there are some things that you can keep forever and ever and ever, and they just last forever. Their germination stays really good, but not any of those onions. Okay, so here, this is Juliet tomatoes. These are my favorite tomato seeds, so it's I have to make sure I do have Juliet tomato seeds. So I need to keep those. This is all my tomatoes and my peppers, which this is good because I've kept this fairly organized. This is all here in this one tomato and pepper little bag. So let's keep all of these together. But you know what? And why is there carrots in there? And potatoes. Okay. I should look at what I have though, right? I think I might order a couple more. It's just good to see what we've got. We've got some orange hat. I do like to grow some micro tomatoes every year. Okay, we've got plenty. All right, that's good. Spoon tomatoes. I've got to grow these for my daughter. Yep, we got plenty. So I think that's really the big thing. And just make sure that you've got enough, because you wouldn't want to get to a point too where you're ready to seed start, and then you're oh, I only have, oh look, I have more tomatoes, and then you realize you don't have enough of the one that you want. Oh my gosh, I have so many seeds. Does anyone else feel like this where it's like, it's so many that it starts to get hard to deal with. Licorice basil, blue spice basil. Okay. Oh my gosh. Okay. Cilantro. This is all my herbs. More peas. I thought I was out of peas and I found like eight things of peas. And more tomatoes. Whoa, hillbilly. Oh my. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna have lots of options. Lots of options. We're growing a ton. We're growing a ton of, see, like this one I would have ordered again. The Jewel Amethyst eggplant. I think I might have ordered that a second time. Oops. Bells of Ireland. I was like almost putting in my cart to order, but I don't need to. And more peas. Oh wow. I literally thought I didn't have peas. I don't know if I should be embarrassed, but I feel like you all understand. I feel like I'm among friends. We probably all have a seed stash somewhere. Ooh, strawberries. These were fun. I grew these last year, these strawberries. Started them from seed, and they're doing really well. They didn't really produce much the first year, but I might do a whole nother bed of those. I just learned this past season that strawberries are not a long, like they only grow for like a few years and then you kind of have to replace your crop. I didn't realize that they weren't like a super long-lived perennial. So that was like, I have to kind of plan on that. Down to the bottom, one part. Oh my gosh. Okay, amaranth. So I think I also ordered some of this. I think I've done a lot of replacing of the same things. At least I'm consistent with what I like. This is some elephant head amaranth. I'm gonna grow some amaranth next year. I'm gonna put that in my, I wanna grow that next year. For sure. The tomatoes kind of go in that section, but that's like a whole, I need to figure that out later. We've got some cucumbers, some cantaloupes. Okay, we've got plenty of like zucchini-y kind of things. Some okra. I have okra. Gourds. That would be fun. Zucchini. This is a perennial flower. Millet. This might be empty. A little bit of millet. Millet is a fun one. I grew that 2 years ago and I really liked it. Some gold coins. Ooh, I grew these in containers. They did really well. I'm gonna make a sunflower pile over there because I feel like I'm gonna be doing a ton of just direct sow sunflowers. I know I'm not gonna try to grow Gomfrina and I don't think I'm gonna try to do the Portulaca. Gomfrina never grows for me. It always comes up and it always dies off and I can never figure it out and I don't even want to try. I don't even want to try. And then this is Portulaca, which is pretty, but I'm not going to grow that this year. I know that. Celosia, I might do that. Dahlias. Yeah, let's do some dahlias. Oh, these are pretty. I almost ordered some of these. I'm so glad. I think I need to work through some of my seeds. I think that what's need to happen. Look at all those beautiful seeds though. There's so much that's going to grow out of this. It's so cool. What I'm gonna do is make a cup of coffee and I'm just gonna sit here and go through and organize and sort out all of my seeds. That is the task, and it's nice because I don't have to do anything crazy or make any decisions. And next week we're gonna start some more of the planning process. But for this week, in our 7 weeks to seed starting, we're just figuring out what seeds we have. I could probably get a spreadsheet and make some notes, and there's probably some of you that could get really serious with that. So let me know if you have a system. I'm actually kind of curious. Clearly, I don't have a very good seed system, but let me know if you do a spreadsheet, if you do binders, if you do those little, I know a lot of people do the I think it's the photo organizing, little plastic boxes. Let me know what you do to organize. And yeah, we're on week 2. Next week is week 3. We're going to be all ready to seed start. It's going to be great. I'm just going to sit over here with my plants and keep organizing. As always, thank you so much for watching, and I will talk to you again soon. Bye.